Have you ever played the board game Clue? It's a favorite on game nights everywhere, and perhaps you've always wondered where Clue got its start. Well, it actually grew out of World War II. Britain had blackouts, nights when entire neighborhoods went dark to avoid enemy bombers. So a bored English guy by the name of Anthony Pratt devised Clue. And it wasn't long after the war that the game took off in both the UK and the US. Originally, it had even more weapons than the classic 6. There were things like a hypodermic syringe, a shovel for the times when you want to skip straight to burying the evidence, and even a bomb. But I guess the game publishers decided that Mrs. Peacock in the conservatory with dynamite, it might be a little bit morbid for family fun. Anyway, the reason we bring all this up is because around here, this podcast is kind of like a version of Clue. But instead of figuring out who whacked Mr. Body, we're trying to solve the little mysteries of everyday life. So even if you see Colonel Mustard lurking in the library, suspiciously carrying a candlestick, relax, it's all good. Because we are simply here to play detective with life's weirdest factoids. So welcome to the podcast that answers some of the questions you've always wondered about.
It's the Always Wondered podcast.
Hi, I'm Rick Peterson. Thanks for joining us. So how many times has this happened to you? You're sucking on a frozen drink, minding your own business, when suddenly it's the dreaded brain freeze. That icy lightning bolt of doom that strikes right between your eyeballs when you go too hard on an icy.
Oh no! I think I accidentally swallowed a glacier!
So have you always wondered why we get brain freeze? Well, the condition is actually called, I'm not about to pronounce it, but here it is.
Sphenopalatine ganglioneuralgia.
That's right.
Yes, that's Latin for congratulations, your face is mad at you.
Now here's what actually happens. You take in something super cold, ice cream, slushy, milkshake, and it slams against the roof of your mouth. Your blood vessels, not fans of this Arctic surprise, go into full drama mode, first constricting, then rapidly expanding. That sudden dilation tricks your nerves into thinking,
Uh-oh, something's wrong in the brain.
so they fire off pain signals to your forehead. Of course, your brain isn't actually frozen. It's just being punked by its own wiring. But try explaining that when you're clutching your head at a 7-Eleven.
Tell my family I died doing what I loved, chugging cherry Slurpee.
So the next time you get brain freeze, just remember, it's not your skull cracking. It's just your mouth pulling a prank on your head. Pro tip, press your tongue against the roof of your mouth to warm it up faster. Or here's a wild idea, maybe not inhale ice cream like you're a vacuum cleaner.
But it's cookie dough.
Fair point.
The Always Wondered podcast.
Okay, here's something you may have done at some point this week. Maybe at a show, a speech, when your Wi-Fi finally connected, you clapped. But have you always wondered, where did this custom ever get started? I mean, when did it become the universal good job signal? Well, it turns out the tradition goes way back. The ancient Romans loved a good clap. In fact, while throwing criminals to the lions, crowds at the Colosseum had a whole system down. Clapping, snapping fingers, waving the hems of their togas.
Kind of like Yelp reviews?
Yeah, but with a lot more blood. Now, there could have been alternatives to applause. Maybe synchronized sneezing, honking like geese, or maybe interpretive jazz hands. But in the end, clapping like an enthusiastic seal won out. Probably because it's portable. You don't need a drum or a trumpet. You just smack your own body together like a pair of meat maracas.
Ow, my hands are like medium rare.
And it evolved. Today we've got the polite golf clap,
Splendid. Excellent job, Jenkins.
the over-caffeinated concert clap, and of course, the slow clap. A movie trope used so often, it's now become sarcastic, or when a villain is about to monologue.
Well done, Mr. Bond. Truly inspiring.
And that's the thing, we clap for almost anything. Someone blows out birthday candles, the pilot lands the plane, your microwave dings, and suddenly you're applauding reheated pizza rolls. And we won't even get started on just how awkward standing ovations can be.
Oh, geez, I can't sit till they sit, and they won't sit till I sit. I guess we live here now.
But it's okay. Feel free to clap away. Think of it as the original social media like button, one of history's oldest customs, and the only one that doubles as both celebration and mosquito control.
It's the Always Wondered podcast.
Did you ever tell someone you're feeling under the weather?
Are you going to the quarterly budget meeting?
Probably shouldn't. I'm feeling under the weather.
Hey, do you want to come back to my place and meet my new ferret?
Better not. I'm feeling under the weather.
Say, sweetie, your Uncle Gary's in town. He wants to show everyone his collection of toenail clippings. He's been saving them since 1974.
Oh, gee, Mom. Sounds fun, but I'm feeling under the weather.
We use it all the time. But have you always wondered the origin of the phrase, feeling under the weather? Well, it turns out it has nothing to do with curling up with your favorite blanket and watching a day of Netflix while sipping chicken soup. Nope, it all started at sea. Back in the 1800s, when a sailor was feeling queasy from the elements, the rocking boat, the wind, the spray of the sea, the captain would send him below deck, literally under the weather.
Poor lad was green around the gills, so I sent him under the weather.
And the phrase stuck. Over time, it left the salty sea life behind and just became a polite way to say,
"Yeah, I'm not feeling great, but I don't want to get into the gory details."
And today, the phrase has morphed into the perfect excuse for when you'd rather be anywhere else.
I know you missed your Uncle Gary, but tonight we're doing Family Talent Night. Grandma's doing her mime routine again, and your father bringing out the bagpipe.
So the next time you need it, just channel your inner seasick sailor.
Yeah. So tempting, Mom, but still feeling under the weather.
Oh, dear.
Way under.
Works every time.
The Always Wondered podcast.
Well, that brings this episode of Always Wondered to another close. If you haven't done so yet, go ahead and hit subscribe. Because you know what they say, every time someone subscribes,
an angel gets his wings.
Well, I'm not sure if that's true or not, but you might want to err on the side of caution anyway, okay? Remember, you can find fun little videos of some of our topics on TikTok and YouTube. Look for Always Wondered Podcast on Facebook. You'll find the links there. As always, we leave you with one to ponder. Have you always wondered, when they invented cottage cheese, how did they know they were done?
Ew, gross! Yup, that must mean it's ready.
Until next time, stay curious and keep wondering. I'm Rick Peterson. Thanks for listening.
The Always Wondered podcast. If you like what you hear, please subscribe, leave a 5-star rating, and a review. Listen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you pod. Feel free to offer suggestions for future topics or simply reach out to alwayswonderedpodcast@gmail.com.